What's up, guys? I'm Vaughn Belfo, seven-figure flipping member and CEO of REI Junkies. And today we're going to be reacting to some clips from Modern Family, and they're actually talking about flipping. So let's see how this goes.
For the last few months, Cam and I have been redoing a house together that we're gonna flip, and I have to say, it has been going great.
We make an amazing team.
Yeah, the key is trust.
Absolutely. The key is I let Claire think she's in charge. I hide what I want in something bigger and more expensive. Then when she rejects that, we compromise on what I wanted all along.
So that right there talks a lot about what I do with my wife. So I bought a 1500 GMC Sierra about a year and a half ago. Ended up costing me $55,000, and I knew my wife was not gonna be interested at all. And she's gonna be like, that's way too much. The first thing I told her that I was buying and I was gonna look at was a AT4, like the highest model of that 1500 GMC Sierra, and the price tag on that was about $75,000 to $80,000. So then when I come back and be like, I think I've settled on this this smaller one, this GMC Sierra that has only 10,000 miles on it, and guess what? It only cost $55,000. Well, now her price was thinking 75 to 80, and I'm only spending 55. So it's very similar to what he's doing here.
Okay. You are going to love what I found for the kitchen countertops. It's from Carrara, Italy.
Oh.
It's where Michelangelo got the marble to make the David.
Oh, now we know why the David couldn't afford any clothes.
All right, so you look at this is a married couple, right? So they have a partnership, and it's just like in business. I'm a CEO, and I hired a COO. With the purpose of hiring that COO is to have somebody that's strong in my areas of weakness. But there's a lot of times that we got to make a decision that she may not be comfortable with, or she has to make a decision that I may not be comfortable with. So once again, we got to understand the person that we're working with and have that negotiation. Now for me, when I'm negotiating with a seller, I like to do what's called anchoring low. Now in this situation, he wants to get what he wants, and it's going to be a little bit more cost than his partner, or in my case, my COO, may want to fork out. So I got to anchor high. So he comes in and he brings this piece of tile, and it's maybe coming from Italy or whatever country he said, and it's going to be extremely high cost. So he's anchoring high. So when she sees that price point, when he brings in the second option, it's a lot more feasible and something that they can do, even though it may be over budget. Now on the other end, she's probably going to come in with something else because she's giving me what I want, and now she's going to want what she wants, right? So she's going to do the opposite to me. So this works in marriage as well. So I look at business partnership and marriage, they're both partnerships. So make sure you're working with somebody that is opposite of you in certain areas, and that way you can learn to work together, and ultimately you're going to get what you want, but it's a little give and take, right? If I want something and she gives it, I want to be able to give her what she wants at some point in time as well.
Okay, well, I also found this one. It's not as nice, but it's less expensive.
Well, it's still over budget, but I guess it's okay.
And there you go. That's that Elevation Series, which is the truck I ended up buying for $55,000. So she is more comfortable with that after she saw the high price tag.
What? Why?
Well, they're 23% or $982 over the budget. Keeping in mind that space is only 12% of 1,462 square feet.
So now what she's doing is the same thing my wife would do. I got what I wanted in the truck. Well, now she's coming to me with a horse, right? My wife's a big equestrian girl, so she loves horses. And I tell you right now, if anybody ever offers you a free horse, don't ever take it. That's probably one of the most expensive free gifts somebody can give you.
I employ something that I like to call the number dump. So unless you want to cut 16% or $1,764 from somewhere in the flooring budget, we've got to find another 4% from the overall.
No, as long as they're pretty, it's fine. It's fine.
Yesterday,
All right, so she's going to come to me with the horse and the trailer, knowing that I'm going to settle for one of them. So she's definitely going to reverse it on me.
Okay, every house needs a wow factor, right? What is the one thing this backyard is missing?
qualified buyer.
Okay, don't be silly. No, a water feature with a fire element.
Oh, God, no.
No, please. Now just imagine this entire back wall cascading into a reservoir that erupts into flames on the quarter hour. How does that sound?
Like we need a white tiger.
Maybe I'm being a little ambitious, so let's just do a couple dancing water fountains, call it a day.
All right, so this is like something that I would do in anchoring high again. So on a flip that we recently did, we had a backyard and it was bare, like the grass wasn't even cut. So I came in and I said, well, why don't we do a pergola and do a fire pit and all this stuff that I knew my team wasn't going to go for, But the way I framed it and made it look like it was going to be really, really expensive, when it came down to it, we ended up just doing the pergola, and it added probably another $5,000 to the sales price. Now, what did that cost us? Maybe $1,500 with the wood and the lumber and the labor. But the way you frame it, it goes back to that anchoring high and then coming down and getting exactly what you wanted in the first place.
You guys did a nice job on the house. My buyer wants in.
Fantastic. That is great news. You know, when we first got into this...
The small talk's over. Here's what we're prepared to offer.
You're joking, right?
I don't joke about real estate. I joke about golf.
We're not going to take this. It's the first day on the market. We barely break even.
Take it.
No.
The market's crashing.
Nuh-uh.
You're in over your head.
Maybe you're in over your head.
Dunphy, listen to me. If you pass up on this, you're going to regret it.
I don't know the meaning of the word regret.
Here we go. French toast, double bacon, egg whites, dry toast.
Damn it.
All right, so in this situation, we all have been in that place where we make a decision and we're like, oh, we're going to be confident on this decision. We're going to stay strong and we're not going to give in that easy. And then as soon as we make that decision and they take us saying no, then we instantly regret it because that might have been the only offer we had. So you can see in this situation, it was the same thing. He was trying to play hardball. He's going to walk away. He's like, I've never made a decision that I regret. And as soon as she brings him this food, he's like, oh, crap.
Gil, I want to talk to you about your offer.
Oh, let me stop you right there. This is how this is going to go down. First of all, I'm going to take you out to a very nice dinner. I'm going to talk really sweet to you.
First of all, where's this conversation going? He's taking him out to dinner. He's going to talk sweet to him.
And then I'm going to lay you down by the fire.
All right, he's going to lay him down by the fire. Wait, hold on.
If you guys are talking about the house, my friend Zach's still looking.
Honey, 14-year-olds can't afford to buy houses.
He's not 14. He's a software guy who
So exactly what I thought. Are you guys still talking about the house? But he does look like he has somebody that's interested.
volunteers at my school.
He's an adult with money.
He drives a nicer car than you.
Give me his number right now.
And then you're going to go home and tell everybody you went to the movies. But you and I both know that you got torpedoed.
Guess what, Gil? This was a courtesy call to tell you that I have another buyer. So you...
All right, so now he has a potential second offer, second buyer. He's talking to somebody that he doesn't really want to talk to in the first place. So he's now going to put the two against each other and make the one agent feel like he has another offer or another buyer. He hadn't even talked to this guy yet. But the three in the background look exactly like my team when I'm negotiating a deal.
Prepare to feel the agony of done feet. Both names!
Just like me, my team is like, what did you just do? You just lost our only buyer. Now, I have that confidence, just like he did in this video, that there's going to be another buyer that comes around. And even though he hasn't talked to the second potential buyer, I have confidence in my negotiations and sales skill that even if that buyer doesn't come through, I'll be able to go back to the first buyer and get the deal done. All right, so watching these, you can tell that Modern Family is a comedy, right? So some of these things are real as far as things that we face on a day-to-day basis, but some of them are embellished a little bit, and there's that comedic aspect. Now, I like to have fun in my business, so I can take some of these scenes and they actually become reality because I like to throw that satire in there, right? One of the things is that you watch this on TV. These are things that we do on a daily basis, but it all ties into one thing, and that's negotiating properties with sellers and buyers. Or if we're a rehabber or wholesaler, is getting deals done. So that negotiation, and we all got to be working towards the same common purpose and cause. And if we do that, we can make sure that we do good deals and we're going to have success in this industry. So Modern Family seems to be a great show, and I probably will be watching a lot more of it. But I can definitely see how it ties into my day-to-day activities, and it seems like a great thing.
I'm going to lay you down by the fire.
He's going to lay him down by the fire? Wait, hold on.